away from all the media people to try to do this. So I came down to the field. So I do not know if my internet is going to hold up very well, but I'll try my best. Mike McCarthy just had his press conference for the day, and I wanted to share some takeaways with you. Takeaway number one, when Mike McCarthy was asked about Kelvin Joseph, he was very complimentary. He said he looks really good. But then he started talking about how iron sharpens iron, and he was talking about him and C.J. Goodwin. That's special team stuff. That ain't cornerback stuff. So as of today, it don't sound like there is a big competition. Like what jumped into Mike McCarthy's mind when asked about Kelvin Joseph is how good he is on special teams, not can he take Anthony Brown's job. And he was incredibly complimentary of Anthony Brown, so he's having a heck of a camp. And he yelled at all of us and said that he's a guy that should get more love from us guys, from the media. So get it together out there, everybody. Give Anthony Brown his flowers. The coach demands it. The Cowboys Six I thought was interesting, and I knew that somebody was going to follow up when he said that they have the Cowboys Six, when it's like, if you have the pillars that or sort of the foundation of your program, when somebody starts to hear, or when you use a little catchphrase, people are going to hear that and try to get it, so I had to write it down. Shout out to Newey Scruggs because I missed one, but I had to write it down. These are the Cowboys Six. This is what defines their team. Ball security. Don't fumble. Don't turn it over. Don't throw picks. Tackling. Offense and defense. You need to be able to tackle. You need to be able to break tackles. Blocking. Duh. Big plays. That is today's NFL. Today's NFL. If you make big plays and you don't give up big plays, your odds of scoring on that drive or stopping the other team from scoring on that drive go up immensely. That's why it's become such a passing league, is even if you're getting 4 yards a carry, 5 yards a carry, as a defense, if you're willing to call a run play 15 times, I don't think you're going to score, because I think there's going to be a play in there where you lose 3 and now you can't run it, or there's going to be a play in there where you have a hold and now it's 1st and 20, et cetera, et cetera. Pursuit is number 5 in the Cowboys Six, which to me just sounds like effort. Are you busting your ass and chasing down the ball? And winning pre-snap, which that makes a lot of sense too, because nowadays there's so much happening pre-snap in terms of movement and motion and shifting formations and how are they lining up and all those that you have to be able to react to and get in the right call for immediately. So that's good. Oh, Michael, thank you. In the super chat, Diggs and the rest of the homies, pool fund. And formula, thoughts on Bell this year and if Jefferson will make the 53. Bell, I do believe Bell's going to make the 53 because he was actually talking about him. He said, Mike McCarthy said it's one of the top guys that jumped out in the offseason program and talked about how he thinks he'll excel at special teams. When you start talking about how a guy's going to excel at something, that's a guy you're talking about like he's on the team. So Bell sounds like he will. Jefferson, I think it's too early to tell because obviously there's nothing you know until they put pads on, especially at linebacker. But like I noticed Jabril Cox being good in coverage yesterday. Obviously Parsons and Van Der Esch are your top 2 guys, at least as of this moment. Luke Gifford is still here. And then you've got guys like Malik Jefferson that if they're going to keep 5, that will be an opportunity for him. I'll try to keep a sharp eye on the linebackers today. Anything on Waletzko, that he is likely going to be out for a little bit. For the moment, they don't think he's going to have surgery, but he is going to be out for a bit, which means Josh Ball takes center stage, buddy. You are competing with yourself for the swing tackle job. And Cowboys, feel free to call somebody and find another guy. How about that? What else did I have? Talking about Micah Parsons was cool, where everybody wants to have a year 2 jump. You look at Micah's stats from last year, and it's like, well, if he's going to be better, he has to better those stats. And that ain't true. Micah Parsons, as Mike McCarthy just told us, part of his impact is going to be how offenses are going to handle him now that they've seen him do that for an entire year, and how they're going to treat him as a pass rusher and what that means for his teammates. So without having the same exact numbers, he can still have a giant impact. How is Dak's accuracy looking? He looked fine. Nothing stood out about Dak, positive or negative, yesterday. He looked like Dak. And if you know how I feel about Dak, that's a good thing. Looks like Dak. The only thing about Dak that has been noticed was Dalton Schultz yesterday saying he's got more zip on the ball. And that's what Dak does. Every offseason, he has something that he works on. And this offseason, it was being able to generate zip from any angle, rolling out, standing still, whatever. So, Coach also said Connor McGovern's off to an excellent start since it's the best offseason that he's had, which is fine. But if your first round pick doesn't end up being a starter, that's going to be real weird. All right, they're letting people in, so I got to go. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you, Formula, for being a beast. Thank you, everyone in the super chat. Thank you to my sponsors on this trip, the Ben and Skin Show, who you can hear 2 to 5 on 97.1 The Eagle in DFW, and on the iHeartRadio app. I'm on with them at 4:15 every day doing the Cowboys hit. So the Ben and Skin Show, thank you. They sponsored me getting here, as did my buddy Ziggy, one and only Ziggy.com, O-N-E, not the number one. Affordable art that is kick-ass. I got a Doc Holliday piece of art from him, which you can actually get that exact piece on his website, one and only Ziggy.com. Thanks, everybody, and I will see you guys after practice. Love you.